What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the 2K channel. Today we're doing another offseason we're kind of redoing. So obviously we did the Lakers yesterday where we didn't trade for Russell Westbrook. So that would mean, where did the Wizards trade Russell Westbrook then if he doesn't go to the Lakers? That's why we're doing that today. Leave a like on this video and of course subscribe if you're new here. Greatly appreciated. But let's go ahead and jump right into this one and talk about it a little bit more. So when it comes to the Washington Wizards, I would say they are currently in a little bit of a weird situation because, you know, this offseason, Bradley Beal has the right to become an unrestricted free agent. And if I'm Bradley Beal looking at the team right now, I mean, you got Porzingis, which is awesome, but you really have to look at it in Bradley Beal's perspective. Would he potentially leave? I feel like Washington is on the cusp of potentially losing him. We'll see how that goes if they decide to trade him or not. Obviously, you know, Bradley Beal has remained loyal to the Wizards, so that could change. But I guess I'm here today to kind of hopefully try to make this team as good as I can make it and keep Bradley Beal around here. So I'm redoing the offseason. Do we actually trade Russell Westbrook this time, or do we keep him around? If we did trade Russell Westbrook, where would we trade him to? It obviously wouldn't be the Lakers this time around. So definitely some things we have to consider when it comes to this video today. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So we know the Wizards ended up making the playoffs as the 8th seed, went up against Philadelphia, lost in 5, I think it was. Maybe it was 4, I believe. I can't remember exactly what it was. But I do have a better draft class today. It still isn't perfect. Yesterday was a disaster. They had freaking carbon copies of Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. And I almost used the same draft class today. Or I tried to click edit the draft class, see if I could remove those guys. And literally one of the names that 2K generated as a last name was Big Daddy. I'm not even... I wish I was joking. That's literally what they said. Like, or literally that's what the last name generated was. Big Daddy. Like, what the hell kind of regardless, whatever. So we're jumping into this, and we currently have the 15th overall pick, which is awesome. So hopefully we can get something going here. And like I said, we need to make sure we find a way to make this team good around Bradley Beal. So of course this is where they hired Wes Unseld, which we probably won't. Well, I don't even know if he'd be in here. He might actually be here. I'm not sure. So we need a head coach, obviously, regardless of the situation. So Bobovich, I don't think would come here. Underwood's a head coach. You got Jeff Hornacek you could bring over to Washington. I mean, as long as we get a real head coach, that's all that really matters to me. So I'm just going to fill this out real quick. Probably just go for Jeff Hornacek, I guess. Obviously, you know, Hornacek's not had great success being a head coach, but I'm just want to get whoever and then call it good. So go for Otis Newman, I guess, and then big man coach, if we can find one real quick. My least favorite part about rebuilding teams in 2K is this new staff. I mean, I thought it was a cool idea, but I don't know, man. As the season has went along, I just haven't liked it. And Jeff Hornacek got blocked, so I guess we didn't even get a head coach yet. So need a head coach. I guess Michael Stauffer will do. He declines. We can no, yeah, he just declines. Okay, so can't get Michael Stauffer. So I guess we get Jake Underwood. I don't really know what else to get. So as long as we get a head coach, that's fine. So I'm not gonna spend too much more time on this. Get a guard guru, and then I'm out of here. So we got Daniels here. So welcome to Washington, and now we can actually get started with what we want to get started with. So on draft night with the 15th overall pick, obviously right now we are projected at mock drafts wise. So there's a couple of guys in here that don't belong, but for the most part, it is the correct draft class. Like a Jared Macy, obviously just a random gem rated guy out of you know, for 2K, whatever. So we won't worry about that too much. But they have a, you know, maybe getting Kuminga, which wouldn't be too bad, but we need to find a way to obviously get this team better. So let's explore the idea of trading Russell Westbrook for 1 second. So you have Thomas Bryant under contract, who is solid. I do like him. You have Davis Bertans under contract. Obviously, they traded him and Dinwiddie at the trade deadline, and they signed Dinwiddie this offseason, which we won't be doing today. So Russell Westbrook, if I did trade him, so you got Westbrook and the 15th overall pick for Ben Simmons, which could be fun. But at the end of the day, I don't think Philadelphia would want Russell Westbrook. Daryl Morey probably wouldn't want to take Russell Westbrook again. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. So now that we got the regular season coming to an end, March Madness is over, and of course now we have playoff basketball coming soon. So what better way to make playoff basketball even more fun by playing a game we like to call Prize Picks over here. Prize Picks is a game where you're literally just picking overs or unders on NBA players or any sport you really want to in general. So basically, show you a few examples of some times that I've won some money playing this game. It's just so much fun. Basically, you just pick a player because they have numbers up all the time. You can either choose between over or under, obviously, and then you're literally playing nobody but the number. So you don't have to worry about facing anybody else and someone else beating you. It's literally you versus the projections, and it's so much fun. And if you want to go ahead and download it, the link's in the description below. Use my promo code Crushables, and they match up to 100%, deposit match up to $100. So it's so much fun. Might as well join it. I would love to see you guys play some prize picks. Zach LaVine from the Chicago Bulls. We don't really need another shooting guard. We do have Beal, so that don't make any sense. Got De'Aaron Fox, and that's not going to happen either. Obi Toppin and Kevin Knox. I mean, if we were just desperate to get rid of Russell Westbrook, I guess this would be the trade you do, but I'm not that desperate. I wouldn't be opposed to just keeping Russell Westbrook around for this team, to be honest with you. You got Jamal Murray. You got LeVert and Brogdon, which actually is kind of interesting. I guess at this point, Indiana would still potentially be trying to compete. So you could bring in Brogdon and LeVert, and then you could have Indiana with Russell Westbrook, Domantas Sabonis, and Miles Turner. Even that spacing sounds terrible, though, so I'm not really sure that makes a ton of sense for Indiana to do that. So we'll come back to it. It's my favorite one so far. It helps us out a lot, and obviously we'd be trading our 15th overall pick to do so. Then you got Oklahoma City. We can get we can get Kemba Walker, but that doesn't change much. Then you have D'Angelo Russell, and then Ricky Rubio again. So this is my favorite one for sure. If we did this trade, we could walk away with LeVert and Brogdon, which gives us an interesting team around Bradley Beal. And then obviously that gives us Thomas Bryant. And then we could try to potentially make a team around Bradley Beal here. I kind of like this trade. You know, Indiana, like I said, it would be weird to have Sabonis and Russell Westbrook in the same starting five. But that's not my problem today. I'm actually going to make this trade happen. I'm going to trade Russell Westbrook and the 15th overall pick to the Indiana Pacers. Like I said, this is kind of around the time where Indiana was still maybe looking to be pretty solid. So this is before they decided to just tear it down, obviously. So we get LeVert and Brogdon, who just are both coming off a really good season. We also trade the 15th overall pick. And yeah, I'm going to do this trade. And we get LeVert and Brogdon to come over to Washington to be new pieces around Beal. Move LeVert to small forward. Brogdon will play point guard for this team. And just like that, we kind of have a new team around Bradley Beal, which are going to be is an interesting supporting cast, I would say. You have Thomas Bryant at center, which I do like. I think he could develop very nicely for this team. You have Rui Hachimura still. You have Gafford. You have Alex Len. And then you still have Davis Bertans' contract that we could potentially try to flip around if we could. So we traded our 15th overall pick in order to just make that trade happen. So the Pacers get the 15th overall pick. So let's get right into this now. So no more draft picks unless we have a second round pick, which we might. Don't even have a second round pick. So we're just going to go straight to player options. I kind of want to see who the Pacers took with that 15th overall pick, though. They took Davion Mitchell. Okay. And I want to kind of see the overalls, too. Kate Cunningham was an 80. Suggs is 77. Evan Mobley went to the Warriors. Okay. That's kind of scary. Jalen Green to the Magic. And then Rockets get Scotty Barnes. So, okay. All right. Well, rookie signing for us, or player options to say, Rui Hachimura and Daniel Gafford. And we have Anthony Gill as well. I'm going to accept both of these. And then qualifying offers, you have Isaac Bonga. I forgot about him, to be honest with you. Then free agency. It's a really nice free agency, but of course, we literally have no money to do anything crazy. So if you look at the team right now as it currently sits, after trading Russell Westbrook, redoing the Bradley Beal, redoing this offseason to try to keep Bradley Beal around. So I like the Brogdon and LeVert very much. I like both those guys. You got Denny Avdia as well still here. Rui Hachimura, Davis Bertans, and then Thomas Bryant, Daniel Gafford. So honestly, I'm looking at the power forward position right now. I like Hachimura, but I'm not completely sold on him. And then Davis Bertans also. Well, I guess we could just roll with this technically. This could be good enough technically because you could rely on Thomas Bryant to develop more. Hachimura could become something for you. LeVert, of course, you know what you get in him. And then you got Brogdon at point guard. So maybe we don't make another trade. I was thinking about trading Bertans for something, which we still could do later on. But for now, I might just leave this the way it is. So we still need guys off the bench, though. So we need a backup guard for sure. We have a small forward. We have a backup forward. And we have a center. So we need a guard. So we got George Hill. You got Bryn Forbes. You got Wayne Ellington, Reggie Bullock. You also got Lou Williams, Satoransky, Chris Dunn. So any of these guards would do. But I guess Bryn Forbes makes the most sense to me. So I'll sign Bryn Forbes for about a year. $5 million contract. We'll sign Bryn Forbes. And then I don't think there's really much else we can do. Do we have any bird rights on somebody very important? I don't think we do. So yeah, I think we're stuck with what we got. So Bryn Forbes will be our only signing. And we also traded Russell Westbrook in order to get Brogdon and LeVert, which I do like. I think it could be interesting. So let's go to the Pacers, though, since I did trade with them. So like I said, this would be where they were still competing. So it'd be Russell Westbrook, Sabonis, TJ Warren, Miles Turner, which that spacing sounds kind of awful, but it's not my problem. Jeremy Lamb, O'Shea Brissett, Davion Mitchell, Edmund Summers. So that is what I decided to do. But we also could have kept Russell Westbrook and tried to do that as well. But I just thought I've kind of done that before where I traded for Jeremy Grant to put alongside Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, which that was a while ago. But I kind of wanted to do something different today. So Thomas Bryant, everyone's developing. No one's going down overall, which is ideal. And the shot tendencies are also something we kind of have to mess with in order to maximize this roster being good around Bradley Beal. So let's go ahead and load our correct draft class here, 2022. And then I want to stop it here because I want to look at the shot tendencies. So shot tendencies, Bradley Beal, rightfully so, 99. LeVert's I like as well. And then Brogdon, I want him to take some shots. And then Thomas Bryant, I actually want to become a stud here as our starting center. So hopefully we can get him to like take some shots. So 85. And then Rui Hachimura, I wouldn't mind if he became pretty good for us as well. So that's going to be my shot tendencies. Power ranking does not land us very high. They're not very high on this team. But to be honest with you, I like it. I think we have potential here. So Brogdon, Bradley Beal, LeVert, these two guys alone could definitely help Bradley Beal. And then Rui Hachimura, we're going to have to rely on Hachimura and Thomas Bryant to develop, obviously. Gafford, Denny of Davis Bertans, and Brendan Forbes. So basically, we're kind of hoping and praying that this works out because we got to keep Bradley Beal around. We got to convince him we're going back in time and hoping this works out. So we're going to have to move this to a balanced system because grit and grind is just too horrible for proficiency. I don't see us. I don't know. I don't think 2K is very high on us. So would not be surprised if this team just sucked, which would be disappointing. But we'll see how the simulation goes, obviously. We're going to hope for the best and hopefully somehow, some way, make the playoffs. As you guys know, when we did the Lakers video, it was a disaster. We did not make the playoffs once. So hopefully that changes today and we make it with the Wizards somehow. So at the end of the season, we ended up finishing up as the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. MVP goes to Giannis. Deion Smith is your Rookie of the Year. Or stiff, which that is just stupid. Singletary, Cade Cunningham. Give me Cade Cunningham winning Rookie of the Year over some randomly generated player. So Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. 6 man of the year goes to Kemba Walker on the Thunder. Isaac is Defensive Player. Precious Chua, Most Improved. And Steve Nash, your Coach of the Year. And Jameson's your Executive. And MVP goes to Giannis, as we know. Trae Young, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Jokic. All-NBA second team. Russell Westbrook makes it on the Indiana Pacers. So if Russell Westbrook went to Indiana, maybe it would work out for them. He averaged 25 and 10, 8 assists. So very good. 33% from 3 as well for Mr. Russell Westbrook, which isn't too bad. And then all defense or all-NBA third team, all defense first team, and all defensive second team. So we are the 10th seed, and the Pacers didn't make the playoffs. Okay, and they're not in the play-in either. So even with Russell Westbrook having a good all-NBA year did not mean anything. So looking at the player stats, we had 27 from Bradley Beal, only 17 from LeVert, and 16 from Brogdon. So like I said, these two guys alone are solid next to Bradley Beal, but it's not enough, as you can tell. Thomas Bryant had a decent year with 14 points. Rui Hachimura with 12, and then 8 from Denny of Dia. But I really feel like we need another star here next to Beal. We're playing the Chicago Bulls, and obviously we got to win 2 games, I think, to get into the mix. So let's see if we can come in here and beat Chicago at home in order to get into the playoffs. This is like the same position we were in the last video. We were in the play-in tournament, and we're not going to win, so we are going to miss the playoffs at 104 to 120. Bradley Beal, not the greatest game, and then Kobe White, 29 points. Their unsung hero in that game, so good for them. Let's go ahead and see who wins the championship in this season. So I really don't want this to be a repeat of last video. I want to make the damn playoffs, so Brooklyn Nets go on to win it all. Kevin Durant's your Finals MVP over the Pelicans, which the Pelicans should not be that good, but 2K is just crazy. So draft lottery time, where we have our draft pick, which is good. So we're projected number 12. So this draft pick could come in handy as we are trying to stay aggressive to keep building around Bradley Beal. Ends up at number 13. So a lottery pick is still a lottery pick. Bulls get number 1 overall, which is insane. But regardless, staff signing. You got Jacob Underwood, who did not have a great year. Do we like quick turnaround fire him? I don't know. Do we do that? Let's see what we have. So you have Greg Popovich. You have Steve Nash. Yeah, I feel like there's some better candidates out here. So sorry, I'm going to go and fire you. If I can get Steve Nash, that would be fine with me. So we get Steve Nash as our brand new head coach. And then I do want a perimeter defensive coach real quick as well. And then I will be ready to go. I'll lock it in. So Steve Nash is a brand new head coach here in Washington, I guess. Let's go to the draft night, though. So 14th overall pick. Again, we are trying to convince Bradley Beal, or 13, I should say. And we have an early second, so that might actually come in handy as well. So easily could just draft here. But I think since we are trying to remain aggressive and we are trying to build around Beal, and we're trying, and especially Bradley Beal being a unrestricted free agent this offseason, or I think he has a player option, but regardless, we need to bring him back. So I think it only makes sense to try to get aggressive here and trade for somebody. So with this 14th overall pick and Davis Bertans' salary, what could that give me? We could even explore trading other future firsts in order to make something happen here. So you got Bam Adebayo, which is not going to happen. Miles Bridges, which would be awesome, but Kings are selling Marvin Bagley. Doesn't make sense. Julius Randle at this point could be the guy we might be looking for. Not Joel Embiid, sorry, but Knicks Julius Randle. I mean, they would be looking to trade him at this point, but he's an expiring contract, so we actually can't even do anything about that, which sucks. So can't get Julius Randle. Would have been awesome, I think. But Lakers not going to trade Anthony Davis or LeBron, so nothing over there entices me. Jonathan Isaac could be interesting. Don't know if he moves the needle, but he would be an upgrade at that power forward spot. You got Porzingis, obviously, who they did trade for in real life, so I guess we could do that technically as well still. We could still do that trade outside of Dinwiddie in a way. You got Aaron Gordon, Jokic, which is not going to happen. And then Sabonis, which we just made a trade with the Pacers. Russell Westbrook's expiring. So we could go for Sabonis, which actually might be our best option to put alongside Bradley Beal. And I kind of like the idea of that. So I am going to go for Domantas Sabonis on the Pacers. So the Pacers would be looking to trade him. So this would basically be same timeline in a way. So Sabonis would be, you know, obviously a trade candidate at the trade deadline, which we could have done at the trade deadline, but we're not doing it here. We have LeVert and Brogdon. So basically this will be the Washington Pacers here in a second, but I'm going to offer Davis Bertans in my 13th overall pick, that early second as well. Probably going to have to throw in future first, of course, as well. So 2025 and then 2026. So obviously in real life, they got Tyrese Haliburton. Let's try just two, you know, these picks. So first, second, and another first. So obviously in real life, they got Haliburton. This time they could just walk away with a few draft picks. So let's see if that's something they would accept. They do not agree. So I will be willing to throw in that other pick as well. And they still do not agree. And if I throw in a second, that moves the needle. And just like that, we get Domantas Sabonis for a bunch of draft picks. So that is us telling Bradley Beal, which is kind of funny because, like I said, we literally have LeVert from the Pacers. We have Brogdon from the Pacers. Now we have Sabonis from the Pacers. But, I mean, all this trades made sense. We have a brand new team around Bradley Beal. We just sold our whole future in order to get Sabonis. Now, does this even make this a championship team? Maybe not, but it was worth a shot. So we got Sabonis, for a pretty nice deal. Traded all of our draft picks to do it. That means we got to keep Bradley Beal around. So with that trade, obviously that means we're telling Bradley Beal, hey, we are trying to compete. We don't want to just start rebuilding and tanking. So we did what we could to get a guy here. And we've been aggressive the last few offseasons, so here we are. Would you resign? And he's like, you know what? I wouldn't, or I would. And he's back. So he decided to sign with us. We have Rui Hachimura. We have Gafford. And Thomas Bryant's a free agent as well. Did I renounce him on accident? Because if I did not mean to. Because I would love to have Thomas Bryant back as my center. So, yeah, we can't even get, or yes, we can. Wait, can we sign someone? Oh, I think we have some money, boys. I think we have some money. Wait, maybe that's just Thomas Bryant, though. It could just be doing that thing. Yeah, I think it's just Thomas Bryant. So yeah, I think we have to go get Thomas Bryant back. I mean, losing him would suck. So Thomas Bryant went up to an 82 overall. So I'm offering him a 4-year deal, $15 million. Hopefully he's willing to accept this. He has declined. Really? Why not, bro? That is a decent offer for you, bro. 4 years, $65 million. He is not interested. 1 year, $15 million. That doesn't change it at all. 2 years, 3 years, yeah, that just, and what about 1 year, $15 million? Okay, he might accept that. So 1 year, $15 million would have to be what we offer him, which is not bad. So 1 year, $15 million for Thomas Bryant, and we still need some other bench pieces. So 1, 2, again, we need a guard. So that's basically what we're searching for. Again, a guard. You got Campazzo, you got Ricky Rubio, you got Beverly, and then you got Duncan Robinson, Will Barton. Svi Mykhailiuk at $8 million. I mean, yeah, I would do that. He could become a trade piece later on. So doesn't Svi Mykhailiuk play for the Wizards in real life right now? Or am I thinking of that might be somebody else. I don't know. So regardless, this is the team now. We brought in Sabonis. Now, I don't know how much I love Sabonis and Thomas Bryant playing next to each other. Sabonis could be an 88 overall. What if we did this? We play Sabonis at center and we do a sign-in trade with Thomas Bryant. What if we did this? We get a power forward here. Capella, Joe Harris. Go for maybe Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green. We probably don't have any draft picks to get that done, though. It's the unfortunate part. Or do we just start Rui Hachimura? We just start Rui Hachimura, and then we can move Gafford to power forward. Because I do like Sabonis more at center than I do at power forward. Not gonna lie. So let's see. What if we moved? Okay, so we've moved Gafford to power forward. What would he do? He would stay the same. So yeah, I guess we will do that. So we'll have Gafford and Rui Hachimura, and then Sabonis and Thomas Bryant. I don't know if it should be the other way around or not, but we're running with it. So player progression is going to go up to decent. So Sabonis 87, 83, 82. So that all looks good to me. So obviously, Bradley Beal, Sabonis, LeVert, and Brogdon is our kind of our big four here, which I think is easily a team that can make the playoffs in the East. Now, can they win a championship? It's a different question. But power ranking is going to land us at number 26. They still don't believe in us very much. It's quite unfortunate to know. But maybe I do just run Sabonis at power forward. Maybe I do. I guess I will. I mean, it really doesn't matter in 2K too much. So Sabonis is going to move to power forward. We'll move Gafford back to center. And then we'll have Thomas Bryant start with Sabonis, I guess. We'll just do it with that. So this is going to be starting five. It's Brogdon, Beal, LeVert, Sabonis, Bryant, Gafford, Huriya, Abdia, and Svi Mikhailuk. I mean, I think, personally, this team should be a playoff team. I really do. I think this team has the potential to do it. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But it is 2K, and I've had some bad luck in these offseason rebuilds so far. So let's see if we made the playoffs this year. So at the end of the season, we end up finishing up as a 7th seed in the East. So playing tournament once again for us. So we'll see how that goes. But MVP goes to Luka. Paulo is your rookie of the year on the Cavaliers. Malachi Flynn, 6th man. Isaac, defensive player. Carol Lewis is your most approved. And Willie Green, coach of the year. And Dylan Shaw is your executive. So all NBA first team, you got Luka, Russell Westbrook, Giannis, Durant, and Embiid. All NBA second team, you have John Morant, LaMelo, LeBron, Davis, and Jokic. All NBA third team, James Harden, Booker, Zion, Tatum, Karl-Anthony Towns. All NBA all defensive first team, all defensive second team. So again, we are in the play-in tournament. So last year we were in the play-in tournament as well as a 10th seed. This time we are 7th seed. So hopefully we can actually get out of the play-in tournament and get into the playoffs. So we are home for this one, and we're playing the Philadelphia 76ers. It's not looking good so far though, not gonna lie, but hey, you could come back in this game. We've been kind of coming back a couple times, but we do lose 106 to 101. Rui Hachimura was our leading scorer. So now we get to play the Knicks or the Raptors, and we get to play the Raptors. So we are fighting for the 8th seed right now, which is quite unfortunate. They have Lonzo Ball as well. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. We'll see. Can we get in the playoffs this year, bro? I don't know. I mean, it's been kind of, I'm not going to play the game, but it's been kind of hard to make the playoffs in this offseason. I don't know if the, you know, what 2K is all about in the offseason rebuilds, but man, this is getting kind of tough. Can we make the playoffs? We're close, but obviously, you know, it's kind of a close game. I think we're running away with it, and we are in the playoffs. I just feel proud of myself in that fact because, like, I was nervous we weren't going to make it. 25 from Bradley Beal, and you know what? We're a scary 8th seed. They have Kobe White. They also got James Harden. They have Patrick Williams, Jabari Smith, Vucevic, Boyd, Jalen Brunson, and Rashawn Holmes. So, wow, how different do the Chicago Bulls look there? That's crazy, but this is our team, and I think we have a pretty good damn looking squad. I mean, look at this bench. It's not bad. I think it's a good team. I think we have the potential of upsetting Chicago here. I'm even going to shrink this down to an 8-man rotation just to play my players as much as possible. So, 8-man rotation. We're going to see if we can come out here and upset the Chicago Bulls. So, game 1, we're up 1-0. That's what I'm talking about, man. If you're the 8th seed in 2K, you have a chance. They even it up, though. Okay, respect. And they're up 2-1. Respect. We even it up, though. We go up 3-2. No. 3-2 lead for the Chicago Bulls. We are at home for game 6, though. This is going to be a big win because if we don't win this, obviously we're out. So let's see if we can come out here and win this game over the Chicago Bulls. It's looking good so far. Doesn't mean anything, though. Always come back at the end. But I think we have forced... Okay, that was close. But we have forced the game 7. Going to Chicago. This would be scary for Chicago to think about, man. If you have the 1st seed and you're about to lose to an 8th seed, which happens in 2K way too often, but I think we're coming out firing, and I think we're ready to win this game. I think we got this. I think we got it in the bag. Unless they come back at the end, which they are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have spoken too soon. Slow game. Uh-oh. Can we beat the Chicago Bulls here, man? Not looking good for us. 121, 122. I feel like I want to jump into this, man. Let's jump in, bro. Let's jump in. Let's go win this game. Can we go win this game over the Chicago Bulls? I mean, the Bulls have the ball. All right, so it's game 7, round 1. This is for Bradley Beal, man. We just signed him to a 5-year max contract. We promised him things would change, and here we are fighting for a damn 8th seed, or I guess we got the 8th seed. But now we're trying to win. We got good defense on James Harden. So here we go. Going to Bradley Beal here. Give me a screen, Sabonis, or Gafford. That's fine, too. Someone give me a screen. I have Gafford cutting. I have the mismatch, so I'm going to take it. I get blocked, but I get the offensive board, and I get blocked again, and this time the Bulls get the rebound. Damn. Okay. And then got Brunson cutting. We need a stop here. We cannot allow Brunson to score. And just like that, I did. Okay. All right, I got to go to Beal here, man. I need something very desperately here. I need something desperately here. So give me a screen, Gafford. Not good enough, but whatever. So I got... I had LeVert open there for a second, but they're playing good defense, bro. I'm getting clamped right now, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to get a screen. We have Gafford, but he's not really a three-point shooter. Dude, this possession's going nowhere. I got to go to Gafford. I got to go to Gafford. Please get this. Yes, okay, that was a W. If we did not get that, that would have been... Ooh, that would have been tough. But we do get it. James Harden gets the pass in. We got to make sure they don't score here. So the score would ultimately probably eliminate us here. We do need a three-point possession, though, to tie it. So we'll see if we're able to accomplish that. James Harden getting a screen. Gonna shoot the three. Could that be the dagger? They miss it. We get the board. We're in transition. I need a three. And you know what? I got LeVert wide open in the corner. Please hit this. LeVert, no way you don't hit that, bro. I had the look. I had the look. I had the look, man. We're losing this one. That's so unfortunate. Wait, James Harden missed his first free throw. You never know. He missed the second one. Dude, if he missed the second... Oh, I thought he had a chance to miss it. Oh, LeVert, you're killing me, bro. We're going to need a three. We're going to need a quick three here. And we're going to have to hope we can get it in. An open look. Give me a screen. Somebody give me a screen. Sabonis, give me a screen. Ooh, I kind of have an open look here with Bradley Beal. It does not go in, though. Damn, bro. Well, you know what? As an 8th seed, we fought hard. If LeVert hits that, things could have changed there. So unfortunate. But hey, let's get into another offseason. All right, here we go, boys. Another offseason where we probably won't be changing much. We have no draft picks. I mean, we do have to re-sign Brogdon and I believe also LeVert, which I do want to bring them back. Obviously, they're part of our core. We could have definitely won that game. LeVert hits that shot. I get a good, maybe I get a better offense possession. We could have easily won that game, but we allowed them to sneak back into it, and we choked it. So this is going to be the last offseason. Player options, any of DA will accept. Qualifying offers, Rui Hachimura, I do want to bring all of them back. And then free agency. Again, we do have some important free agents here. So pretty much everybody. So Gafford's unrestricted. Hachimura's restricted. LeVert definitely sold me. But, I mean, like I said, I want to bring back Brogdon and LeVert, who are both really solid players. So I'm going to get LeVert and Brogdon back for this team because I think it only makes sense to do so. And I want to keep Gafford as well. So we're going to be spending money on this roster, keeping the roster intact. We just signed Bradley Beal, so we're going to be going the luxury tax probably. Then Thomas Bryant I want back. Actually, could this time actually sign and trade Thomas Bryant and then move Sabonis. So maybe that's the one change we will make. So I'm going to sign Thomas Bryant to a 4-year, $20 million contract. And we're going to go ahead and ship him out of here. And the Sabonis will play center this time. And then we can either have a forward or whatever we can find here. So Kyle Anderson, not really what we're looking for. Gary Trent Jr. would be fun, but we don't need a guard. Lowry, I'm looking for a power forward. So you got Marks here, who I have no idea who that is. So I'm not trading for him. Jackson Hayes, Tim Hardaway. OG Anunoby could be interesting. We could technically play him at power forward. Now, it wouldn't be ideal, but it could be the better fit. I kind of like the idea of it. And I think that's going to be my best option. So I'm going to go for OG Anunoby from the Toronto Raptors to get themselves a big man. So we move Sabonis to center now. OG Anunoby will play power forward for us, which he goes down, which sucks. But he'll play power forward still anyway. So we Brogdon, Bradley Beal, Smee, Mikhail Luke. It'll be OG Anunoby playing the 4. And then we're going to be getting Gafford back, which we already did. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8. So we're still missing like a backup point guard or a backup power forward. So I'm going to go for a point guard. That way I know for sure OG Anunoby gets a start. Then Rui Hachimura will be back as well. So I forgot to mention that. So Cameron Payne and Rui Hachimura should be back. But I am going to probably start OG Anunoby, I imagine, at power forward. So that is going to be the new additions, man. So this is the last season. So OG Anunoby, not sure that moves the needle all that much. You want to move his shot tendency up a little bit. It is a 44, which is just way too low in my opinion. So OG Anunoby get some shots just like Brogdon. So we'll go ahead and see how this goes, man. This last season, like I said, so we're going to have to hope and pray that this team ends up working out. So if we look at the rotation right now, power ranking is not landing us very high. So that'll move OG Anunoby to power forward. Rui Hachimura will be the 6th man. So it'll be Brogdon, Bradley Beal, Levert, OG, Sabonis, Hachimura, Gafford, Deni Avdija, and then we can run a 9-man rotation this year as well. So we'll have Hachimura be the 6th man, and that'll be it. So let's go ahead and wait this season, and let's see if the Wizards team can make the playoffs. Maybe this time not as a 7th seed and actually be, you know, higher and not have to worry about the play-in tournament. So Ja Morant wins MVP, Victor wins Rookie of the Year, Dinwiddie's your 6th man on the Nets, Isaac Defensive Player, Kobe White Most Improved on the Golden State Warriors. That man's a stud. Coach Jigger goes to Willie Green, and Dylan Shaw is your executive. So we are the 2nd seed in the East. So things went very, very well for us. This is where we wanted to be the whole time. Bradley Beal has to be a very happy man to finally see his Wizards succeeding a little bit. We have the nice supporting cast around him. It's just a matter of going in here and putting it all together. So we almost walked away beating the 1st seed last year. Pushed them to 7. This time we get the Detroit Pistons, who have Jokic, Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey, Evan Fournier, and Jalen Suggs. So instead of Cade Cunningham, they have Jokic and Jeremy Grant, and Christian Wood is back in Detroit. So yeah, this could be a tough matchup. I'm happy we got to the 2nd seed though. So I guess regardless of what happens, so in the current round, and we are going to sweep Detroit Pistons. That's a W. So we are on to the 2nd round, and just like that, we got where we wanted to be. Now we get to play the Orlando Magic. I have Cole Anthony, Jalen Green is a Magic, our Orlando Magic, and then Marvin Bagley, Wendell Carter, Markelle Fultz, Mo Bamba, and Chuma Okeke. So another tough team. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Game 2, we're up 2-0. Game 3, up 3-0. Are we really just going to sweep the competition? No, it's 3-2. Please don't. Please don't. Please, 2K. I'm begging you, man. Like, why is 3-0 comebacks just so common for you? I don't understand. If we lose 3-0 to the Orlando Magic, if we blow a 3-0 lead, dude, I'm done. Like, I can't. Like, I think we got it, though. Okay. Just a little bit of a heart attack. That's fine. Almost lost a 3-0 lead. But hey, look at what we got here. We got the Chicago Bulls again, who we almost upset last year. But they got Chris Paul this time. How the hell did they afford Chris Paul? He is making $9 million. Of course, that's why. So I've never seen a player sign that cheap for me. Patrick Williams only making $9 million. Of course, you got Jabbar on his rookie contract. Miles Turner. How the hell did they get Miles Turner on a minimum? All right, Chicago. I don't know what kind of deals you're making with 2K, but it's got to stop. But we're down 1-0. Okay. We're the higher seed this time, down 2-0. And of course, since they got all the minimum signings, we get bounced out. So, you know what? We got to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Pelicans, of course, win it all. That's how you end the 2K video. So, a little bit of everything here. You know, we almost blew the 3-0 lead here. You got the Chicago Bulls getting minimum contracts for Miles Turner and Chris Paul, and then you got the Pelicans winning it all. So, that's literally the embodiment of 2K22. So, I like how that ended. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know if there's another team you guys want me to do as far as redoing their offseason before we get into the regular season wrapping up for the real life NBA. But we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.